everybody, in today's video we're gonna be learning how to wrap the tiniest babies, and for that we're gonna be using the Stretchy Wrap. Why do I say that Stretch Wrap is only for the tiniest babies? And this is because of two reasons. Number one is because the Stretchy Wrap is stretchy. So as you can see the fabric here, it's really thin and stretchy. So what does it mean? It means that when we wrap the tiniest babies, it holds their weight and the M position really well, as opposed to when babies grow, this wrap cannot hold it as much just because it is stretching under the weight of the baby. Also, because it is stretching, you're gonna have more pressure on your shoulders and on your back while baby wearing your baby once they grow bigger and become more heavier. So when is the time to switch to other carriers? And it is when you put the wrap on you and you put the baby in, and then you walk around for 20 minutes and you take the wrap off and you feel this such a relief, like, oh, it feels really nice to not be baby wearing. That is the time when you need to switch to other carriers such as ring slings or woven wraps or structured carriers. And also it is time to switch to other carriers when you see that baby's hip do not hold the M position, the knees come lower down and lower than the butt. That is the time to switch to other carriers as well. I personally used this wrap for both of my babies until they were about 2 months old, because after that I just noticed that the M position is not good anymore and the wrap cannot hold it as much, and then I started feeling pressure on my back, so I knew that this is the time to switch to other carriers. With my second baby I chose to do the woven wrap, and with my first baby it was the ring slings, so the choice is yours. And I have the videos about those carriers as well, like woven wrap, ring slings, and stretchy wrap, and you can see the link right here. Next, we're going to be talking about advantages of this stretchy wrap, and the first advantage, and I think it's a big one, basically you put the wrap on yourself, you adjust it as needed, and then you take the baby in and out throughout the day. No adjustments needed for the wrap. It does take some time to learn how to wrap the baby in this wrap because the fabric is super long, just like in the woven wrap, but if you do it once a day for 7 days, you're gonna get really comfortable with this wrap and you'll be able to do it with your eyes closed. And I think another advantage is that it is much easier to switch to other wraps or slings after learning how to use the stretchy wrap, because you know how it works. This wrap can only be used one way, and it is the baby at the front. You cannot use it for back wearing or hip wearing as you can with woven wraps. This is only one way use of this wrap, and I'm gonna show it right now. First, we're gonna find the middle marker and we're gonna stretch the wrap to the right, and we're gonna make this loop, as you can see right here. And then we're gonna put it over to my other shoulder. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Stretch, there's a loop, and bring it to my other side. So now I have this X and it's not too close to my neck. It should be on your shoulders, not too close, because otherwise you're gonna have pressure on your neck. So once I have this ready, I gather up the fabric and bring it through inside there. Again, just readjusting my pocket. This is the pocket where baby is gonna be sitting. So I'm readjusting this, and then I have two ends of the wrap here. So as you can see, it's very loose. If I put the baby in this way, it is not safe. I have to adjust it to make it really tight on myself for me to be able to take the baby in and out of this wrap without readjusting it. You see how much space I have here? We need to tighten this up. So two important notes is that the top rail corresponds to the side closer to your neck. See right here and right here. And the bottom rail is the side closer to my shoulders, farther from my neck. First, I'm gonna grab the top rail here and I'm sending that fabric under my arm. Then I'm gonna grab it here, closer to my neck, and I'm just pulling it up. And this fabric, you see how it tightens on the side? So now I have all of this slack over here. And then I'm gonna bring it down and tighten here. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So I'm bringing the fabric over to my side, closer to my neck, and I'm bringing it down. So you can see it is much tighter on the upper side. Then I'm gonna do the same with my bottom rail. So bottom rail goes to the side, and I go find that slug farther from my neck right here. I'm pulling it up, and then I find this bottom rail here, and I bring it down. And I do the same thing on the other side. And then all the slack goes down. Okay, so I still have a little bit space up here, and we need to make it more tighter. So I do that again, sending it to my armpit, bringing it here, and then down to make it really tight. So now I have this pocket. Next thing, we're gonna find the belly button, and we're gonna cross it over here. One, and then bring it behind me, and maybe forward again. I think I'm gonna do it this way. So I have the X and I have my pocket, and then I have two ends right here. So now my baby is ready to be put in. My baby is sleeping today, so I'm gonna be using this doll that I have. We'll see how it works. When you have the X, we need to find the side that goes underneath, not on top, because we're gonna be doing that side first. So my side is under, that is under, is the left side. I'm gonna take my baby, bring it over my shoulder, her leg goes here, and then I find my X on the side because I have the X on my back, and then I'm gonna go grab baby's feet and then bring it over here. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. So I'm doing first leg here, then I find it on my back, I find her leg, bring it through, and then I'm gonna be tightening it up. So this is where it's important to remember which side is underneath. So mine was the left one. I'm taking this right here and bringing over all the way to her other knee. I find the middle approximately, and then I'm stretching the fabric over baby's back this way. It's hard to do with the doll. And then I do the other side. So I'm bringing that all the way to her knee this way, and then I'm stretching the fabric over. And we have one more thing, it's the pocket. So the pocket, I'm gonna find, again, you can put your finger in here and then drag it over, and you find the top rail, and you're gonna be slowly bringing it all the way up to baby's neck. My doll cannot really hold the M position, but it is what it is. If it was the real baby, her face would be laying down this way, and it is not safe. So we need to open that face. And for us to do this, we're gonna bring your hand over. No twisting of the hand, just this way. You're gonna grab the fabric until like halfway. Bring it over to your shoulder this way. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side again. My hand goes inside. You're gonna grab the fabric all the way halfway through. See how now I have twist here and twist here, and that makes the face visible, and it is safe for the baby. There's this bottom rail too, you see, this goes under baby's bottom there, between me and baby. And here we have it. One thing to be mindful of is the M position. It is really hard to do it with the doll, but if you want to make sure you have the right M position with your baby, you can tuck their knees in. After you put the baby in, you can tuck their knees in to make them higher than the butt, or you can just press on their feet up, and that brings the knees higher up this way, and the M position becomes more clear. Usually small babies like infants, they're in this small tiny position and the back is round, knees are higher, and they're in this small little position, their hands are close to each other this way, they're like in a womb, you know. So again, make sure you follow the guidance for the M position. It's really important for baby's hip development. I cannot stress that enough. I'm gonna say it again and again so that it's very clear and you know that M position is necessary for baby wearing. So this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was useful for you. This wrap is really popular for infancy stage of baby's life. I hope it's gonna make it easier for you to start baby wearing, and as you love this wrap, you can transition to the next wraps or carriers of your choice. In the next videos, I'm going to be doing the other tutorials for ring slings and woven wrap. So I will see you there. Bye bye.